National Nutrition Natural Health Reviews. 3 minutes of the latest naturopathic info with Canada's leading nutrition experts. Watch, learn, and get healthy naturally.
Hey there, Naturopathic Doctor Jonathan Beatty here, health expert with Nationalnutrition.ca. Today we're going to be discussing ways you can get boundless energy. It's one of the biggest concerns that people come into my office with. They're constantly complaining about fatigue, just not having to get up and go in their day, not having any motivation, not being able to perform the way they want to, and really not getting everything out of life that they're hoping for. So we're going to cover a couple different strategies as to how you can get boundless energy for your day. First thing you need to know though, why do you not have energy in the first place? There's a couple of reasons that can happen. Obviously, the most common one, lack of sleep. If you don't give your body proper time to recover after each day, you're not going to be able to rebuild the tissue and rebuild those energy stores the way they're supposed to. And then of course you're going to run out the next day. You're not regenerating your body appropriately. You're burning down the gas tank and you're not refueling it enough. So of course the next day you run out of gas, you have no energy, and you really start to feel it. It really drags you down, and that's a really big impact on why you may not have energy. Other reasons people don't have energy: poor nutrition. I would have to say this, to me, is the #1 cause of low energy: not having adequate nutrition. Nutrients are the basic molecules required to support and sustain life, specifically in the absence of disease. Now, the key there is, these nutrients are required by every cell in your body for the production of energy. Energy is created in each cell in a little thing called the mitochondria. That's where your body basically burns fuel and creates energy that the cell then uses to complete its daily tasks. If you have anything that impairs that, or you don't have adequate nutrients or the adequate tools for your mitochondria to work, you're not going to be able to create energy for normal function of your cells, and that's going to translate into low overall energy. You're going to have impaired function, and ultimately down the road, low energy leads to disease. It's a symptom of a disease state. Another reason you end up with low energy: lack of exercise. And this is one of the biggest catch-22s, because if you don't move your body doesn't produce energy. The human body works on kind of a use it or lose it system. If you don't use the energy it provides for you, if you don't exercise, keep your body moving, keep your body active, then it looks at it and says, well, look, if you're not going to use any of this energy I'm making for you, why should I bother wasting my time creating it? So your body actually gets worse at producing energy, and you're going to feel fatigued. So one of the toughest things to do when you're fatigued is actually get out and exercise, because that's going to train your body to produce more energy for your daily activities. So again, making sure you exercise even though you don't feel like it, very important. Now, if you do exercise, you find you get out of breath really easily, you just really can't exercise the way you used to, go to your doctor and get checked, because what it could be is a symptom of anemia. Anemia is essentially a condition whereby you don't produce blood appropriately. Either you make too many small cells that don't carry oxygen well, or on the flip side, you make too many big cells that don't carry oxygen well. But the be-all, end-all at the end of the day is your blood is not capable of carrying oxygen appropriately, and you need oxygen, because what your body's going to do is it's going to burn fuel in the presence of oxygen to get energy. And when you can't do that, you can still produce some energy, but you're going to burn it and create a lot of acids, and that's going to interfere with the mitochondria. It's going to interfere with energy production as a whole, and over time you're going to get less and less and less energy production if you can't take in adequate oxygen and deliver it to the tissues that need it. So this is why, again, it's so important that we correct our nutrition, make sure we don't have iron deficiencies or B12 deficiencies that often translate into these anemias that then limit our body's ability to create energy. So, diet, very important. Sleep, very important. Exercise, very important. What else can contribute to low energy? Intoxication. As I mentioned with low oxygen, what ends up happening is your body produces all sorts of toxic byproducts which interfere with the way the cells produce energy. So those can happen through poor metabolism. Toxicants can be produced, but as well, you can actually get toxins from your environment. So things like lead, for instance, can actually interfere with normal hemoglobin production, normal ability of your body to carry oxygen. So that's one way that an external toxin, when you take it in, can actually become damaging. So if you've got high exposure to intoxicants, smog, another classic example of a toxin in our environment. We breathe it in, it actually transfers into our bloodstream, gets into our blood cells, and interferes with their ability to carry oxygen. So this is why air pollution is so damaging to people. Is we just think we kind of breathe it in and breathe it out. No, we actually breathe it in, absorb it, assimilate it into our tissues, and these toxins then interfere with the normal function of the body. So one of the ways we can correct that is through detoxification. So there's a couple of things you can do to actually help remove the toxins out of your body. Obviously, step one, avoiding toxins at all costs whenever you can. But because we live in such a globally connected world, because of all the pollutants that are out there, 100% pollution avoidance is not going to be practical. So what we want to do is also do some level of detoxing. I typically recommend my patients to detox about 4 times a year. Reason is that's about the same amount of times you're going to change the oil in your car. The same way you take care of your car's engine, you want to take care of your engines as well. And you've got little tiny engines, little mitochondria producing energy in every single cell of your body. You'll want to make sure they're functioning optimally. Some of the other things you can do to help make sure that your energy levels are adequate. Again, like I said, nutrients are important, and some of the big ones, iron and B12, but additionally, you can look at things like coenzyme Q10. It's needed by the mitochondria to produce energy. So coenzyme Q10 as a supplement can greatly help increase energy. Other ways that you can increase energy, anything that improves mitochondrial function. Carnitine has been shown to do this. It helps bring fats into the cell to be used as fuel. So now your body can more easily break down fat and make fuel out of it. And when you've got fuel, you've got the potential for energy. And again, getting those mitochondria fired up really helps produce energy. Lastly, I love creatine for energy. Creatine is this great intermediary in every cell. It's found in every mitochondria of the body, and it's actually involved in regenerating energy stores. The basic unit of energy in the human body is something called ATP, adenosine triphosphate. And as you use it up, you break it down, and that's where energy comes from. What creatine does is it actually regenerates your ATP stores to ensure that every cell has adequate energy for going through its daily activities and making sure you've got the energy that you need to function optimally. So I hope these things help get you out of your funk. I hope they give you the energy you're looking for. Check out more of our natural health videos, subscribe, and if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to post them below. And always remember, knowledge is health.